I'm Hayley, and thanks for tuning in to watch my very first video podcast. I live in North Florida with my husband Joe and our two children, Henry and Sophie, who are 10 and 4. We also have a 12, almost 13-year-old Labradoodle named Wonton. I have thought about making a knitting podcast for a while, but was a little turned off because I am not the most prolific knitter. I'm a little bit slow and easily distracted by other yarn purchases, pattern planning, and all that. But then I thought I'll just go ahead and start, and maybe this will help me knit more and stay on track with all of my goals. I am not wearing a finished object today, which most people do, but I do have this t-shirt from the Katy Lin Boutique, and I will link all her information below. Kate Oates is a knitwear designer, and she also sells cute shirts. So I do wear a lot of knitting shirts, so if I don't have a finished object, I guess I have plenty of knitting shirts to choose from. Another reason I wanted to start this podcast is because while my family does support my knitting, they are not that interested in it. And so I thought it would be nice to sort of talk to and maybe interact some more with people who actually enjoy knitting and even crochet. I do want to try to pick up crochet a little better. I can do a provisional cast on, but that's probably the one thing I'm comfortable with. I have a few patterns that I've wanted to try writing up, just simple ones like cowls and scarves, but I had started them last year, and like one of them I finished. It turned out Sophie sized, and Sophie is my 4-year-old daughter, so I meant for it to be adult sized. It's not. So I want to get back on that and not procrastinate anymore. Another goal I have is to always have a Sugarplum Circus yarn project on my needles. I have quite a few of her yarns, and they're all gorgeous and different, and I already have a lot of different ideas for what to do with them. I just need to actually sit down and knit them. And that goes to my next goal, which is to sort of pare down my stash. Last year I was supposed to be working on walking more miles than miles of yarn that I have. And I made progress, but I definitely can't walk the number of miles in a month or a quarter of yarn I have. So we'll work on that. It's a work in progress. So I want to get better about using the yarn in my stash for the patterns that I already own. Also this year, I want to figure out socks. I've always liked seeing people's socks that they knit. I have some sock books and lots of patterns, and I just purchased myself sock needles, like the little shorty set. So I'm hoping that this will be the year that I finally conquer socks. Another goal for this year is to work on having a gift drawer of items, and I could just pull from it when a friend whose favorite color is pink is having a birthday, and I can just easily grab something handmade for them. Since I'm slow, I can't always make a project in a short amount of time, so it really needs to be made in advance. Another goal of mine is to finally do Christmas sweaters. I have always wanted to do Christmas sweaters. There is a really cool pattern. I can't think of the designer name right now. But it's dinosaurs, and you sort of choose your own adventure as you knit top down. And it comes in all different sizes, and I had started it for Henry, and I think I started it too early, and then I got bored, and then I put it away, and then I forgot about it, and it's only this big. I think I just did the decorative yoke, and I hadn't even gotten to a dinosaur yet, and then I put it away and kind of forgot about it, and obviously it wasn't done for Christmas 2024, and for next year, there's just no way he will be the right size. He's 10, growing fast, so my goal is to start the adult sweaters soon. So February and March start my husband Joe's sweater and my sweater. And then in July start the kids' sweaters, so I have a better idea of what size they might be come Christmas. Another sort of timing goal for the year is to do a birthday top. I turned 40 this year at the end of April, and I have always wanted to do a birthday make, just to make the day extra special. Someone I know on Instagram, Amanda Lee of Lovely by Lee, does that, and I thought it was just such a cute idea, but I've never had all my ducks in a row to get it actually done. So this year I am planning on that, and actually I have a project I need to frog that is in Amanda's yarn and a top pattern of hers. So I thought I could make a pattern of hers in her yarn, and it would just be an extra special birthday treat for myself. And I also just want to make some more hot weather makes. Like I said, I live in North Florida, so it is not very cold. So most of the pretty sweaters I see online are of like long sleeved, heavy projects, and I just wouldn't wear it much here in Florida. But one project that I can get a lot of use out here in Florida, is my most recently finished object, which is the Maven top by Rachael Raimo, Maven Crafted on Instagram. And it is in Sugarplum Circus yarn, my favorite yarn, in Magnolia Fingerling, and it is obviously fingerling weight yarn, and it is 50% wool and 50% cotton. So it is very soft, very lightweight, and I made this in less than 2 skeins, and it has this pretty pearl rose, and in the original pattern I modified it just to have longer sleeves. So I sort of followed the pattern to see when to add my garter rose so it sort of lines up with the body garter rose, and then I did the I-cord bind off as it called for in the pattern. But it was a really fun make. You were very motivated just to keep going until you got to the next pearl row, so it kept it pretty quick. I did mess up a little bit, of course, and I had a weird number of stitches for a while, so I had put it in timeout and then got back to it, and I don't know why I had it in timeout for so long, because it wasn't that big of a deal to get my number count back correct so that I would be at the correct number for the sleeves. But anyway, it is a lovely top. I can't wait to wear it more. I thought about wearing it to New Year's Eve dinner, but we were going out with my in-laws and my children, and I didn't want to worry about them messing up the brand new top. All right, now time for my 2 main works in progress. Now, these are definitely not the only works in progress that are hiding in my house. I am planning my next episode to maybe go through the house and find all my yarn and find all my works in progress and decide what I need to frog and what I need to keep and just get started on that. I don't even know how many hidden projects I have throughout the house, but I'll find them. My first project I'll show you is, it's a square neck Tolsta Tank by Rebecca Clow, the Crayabea, and it is in Hobbii yarn Happy Place. I listen to most things on silent on Instagram, so I don't really know how things are pronounced. So if I mispronounce something, just work with me. And it is in a very light gray color called Foggy, and this is DK weight pattern, and so it's working up very quickly. I'm probably like 3 inches along. I went ahead and put a stitch marker on, so hopefully I'm motivated to make a lot of progress on it. But as fun as it is to work just straight stockinette, I have a second project that I need to get started on because it is for my son Henry, and today, before he left for the movies, he said he didn't think I could finish it by Thursday. So obviously I need to try to finish it by Thursday and show him wrong. But this is the Raised Watch Cap by Amanda Lee of Lovely by Lee. So I've just finished the brim, and just this morning I started on the detailing section of the hat. I tested this for her a while ago, and I've made quite a few of them. It comes in, I think, toddler, child, adult small, and adult large. My children, both Henry and Sophie, have very large heads, so this is actually the adult small size. And so whenever he grows out of it, I guess I'll just have a new hat. And this is my current Sugarplum Circus yarn project. This is a DK weight yarn, and it's the perfect red color, Aries. And my son loves the color red. I'll put a picture in of this yarn in his bed with his red walls and his red sheets and his red blanket that I made him. Anyway, it's the perfect color for Henry. And it is Sugarplum DK Aries, and the pattern is by Amanda Lee, Lovely by Lee on Instagram. And those are my two current whips. Hopefully I will finish something up soon. Another bonus is when I finish my raised watch cap in the Aries colorway, I can do my next Sugarplum Circus project, which I think is going to be with this yarn. It is a new base of hers, Jasmine sock. It is 90% superwash merino and 10% recycled nylon. The colorway is moondog. I think I'm going to make the Engrain Shawl because I thought it would really show off the pattern. I'm not going to worry about switching yarns. I'm just going to go halfway, trade off rows as I switch from finishing one ball to the next one. And I'm really excited for it. It's so soft, so I can't wait to work with it. So it's just another reason to hurry up and finish Henry's hat. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is mostly going to be yarny stuff. But if I find a really good book or I find a recipe that everybody in my family eats, I will certainly share it. So feel free to chime in if you have any goals for 2025 or if you've worked with any of these yarns or tried any of these projects. I really just want to find and chat with more people that like knitting as much as I do. Thanks for watching.